High school student Blake Ellen and her teammates are currently barred from using the locker room after some of the girls on the team objected to allowing a transgender player in the girls' locker room.
Can someone just make this go away? So that young girl in Randolph, Vermont, plays on a volleyball team and is a transgender female on the team. And the school, because of the laws, is allowing the transgender student to use the locker room with all the biological females. And the females claim the transgender student, girl, made an inappropriate comment, so they complained. And who's getting in trouble? The biological girls are getting in trouble because they claim that the transgender student made a comment or whatever, so they're wrong, and now they're told they can't use the locker room. They need to get changed somewhere else.
Mom wants me to do this interview to try to make a change.
Ellen says the dispute started when the trans student made an inappropriate comment while members of the volleyball team were getting changed. She says her issue is not with having the trans student on the team or at school, but specifically in the locker room.
Biological boys that go in the girls' bathroom, but never a locker room situation.
She says that fellow team members and parents have also raised similar concerns and have approached the school with them. They were told that under state law, the transgender student could use whatever locker room they identified with. In an email to families, school officials said that the school has plenty of space where students who feel uncomfortable with the laws may change in privacy.
They want all the girls who feel uncomfortable, so pretty much 10 girls, to get changed in a single stall bathroom, which would take over 30 minutes, when if one person got changed separately, it would take a minute, like no extra time.
In the email to parents, school officials say they are conducting an investigation into allegations the girls harassed the transgender student. Lisa Floyd, the co-principal of Randolph Union High School, declined to go on camera, but in an email told me that student safety was the district's highest priority, and that when policies are violated, disciplinary action consistent with the law will be...
How is that okay? Not only for a group of girls to change in a one-stall bathroom while the transgender girl has the entire locker room to itself. How is that okay? Not only for the team, but for the school as a whole. When you're taking the word of the transgender student, because we all know they have more rights than anyone else, because this kid decided he was a girl. I want to play girls volleyball, so I identify as a girl, so I can use the girls' bathroom. I can use the girls' locker room. I can do anything the girls do. Oh, no, you can't, because you can't get your period and you can't have a kid. Don't forget that. So now the entire team is being punished because they made a complaint that the transgender student made an inappropriate comment about them. So the school didn't do anything to the transgender student. No, you can have the locker room all by yourself. We'll let the rest of the team change in the small bathroom down the hall. This is the kind of logic these school administrators and politicians have. The regular students, meaning the biological females or males, they don't have any rights. The transgender students have rights. And you heard that young lady say, she could care less if there's a transgender kid on the team or in the school. Just don't use our locker room. We're in there. We're getting undressed. We might be showering. You're a boy. No matter you call yourself a girl or not, you're still a boy, and you should not be allowed in a locker room where girls are changing out of their clothes. Bottom line, end of story. But the school, again, is punishing the team and not the transgender student. And they say if they're making comments about the transgender student, they're going to be disciplined. They're going to get in trouble. They're not investigating whether the transgender student made an inappropriate comment. Oh, no, how dare you? How dare you say a transgender girl made an inappropriate comment about biological girls? That's unheard of in this country. The transgender people have more rights than anyone else. They can choose to do and say what they want, and they are believed. End of story. This shit is so inappropriate that it continues every single day. These are young high school kids. They probably could care less if the transgender girl is really on the team and in the school. I don't think they give a shit. But when you got the boy in the girls' locker room and he's changing around the girls, he's still got a penis, okay? The other girls don't. It's inappropriate, but the school administrators seem to have no problem with it. Well, I have a solution for that school. How about this? You let the transgender student change in the teacher's lounge while everyone's in there. Let the little he/she come in, get undressed, and put on his or her volleyball uniform if you think that they should be around women and or men. That's the solution. These kids just want to go to school. They just want to play a sport. They want to be on a team. Why do they always have to make it about this kid has more rights than the other kid? This shit is getting so old, but of course it's never going to go away. So if I decide tomorrow that fuck it, I'm not getting along at work, I think they're treating me differently, I'm going to go in and say, you know what? I identify as a female now. And what are they going to do? They'll laugh at first. But then if they have to take me serious because if I look like I mean it, they'll have no choice. They have to go along with it. That's how ridiculous this is. And whether this boy really thinks he's a girl or not is irrelevant. The person does not belong in a female locker room. This all goes back to Penn State with William Leah Thomas. It's the same thing. They're allowing these transgender students to compete not only in female sports, but to be in the same locker room as biological girls. And it's nonsense. It's bullshit. It's political trash. And Vermont, of course, is Bernie Sanders' country. Okay? I'm not even going to talk about Bernie Sanders because he's a complete nitwit. You think Joe Biden's a nitwit. But this is insane. They are allowing these boys to compete in girls' sports. And my guess is, just like William Leah Thomas, they are not good enough to play the same sport with boys. But they believe they can compete against girls, so that's why all of a sudden they're a female. Because they want to participate, but they don't have enough balls, if you will, to play with the boys. So all of a sudden, I'm a girl. Don't give them more rights than the biological sex. That is discrimination. That is wrong, and that should be illegal. And that's it. Drop a comment below this video. Let me know what you think about it. I'd appreciate it. If you haven't already liked this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell. You'll never miss an episode. I hope everybody's healthy and safe, and I'll see you real soon with something else. Have a great night.